Baik, oke. Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin, wa ala asraf wal mursalin, ala washabim ajmain amma ba'd. As Muslim consideration that's thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of the just one day who has granted us until we are able to come together in this weekend talk. Salat and salam always be given to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who has saved his community, the society, from the darkness to the lightness, from immoral to moral society, and from Jahiliyyah era to Islamic era, namely Islamic religion, the true religion in this world and hereafter. Hello everyone, I'm Alvino Fathan Muhammad, and welcome back to IDN TV. So in this weekend talk, so we have an interesting project called Infographic Design. So we will be talked by my friend brother Sakha. Okay, Assalamualaikum Sakha.
Waalaikumsalam, Vino.
Uh, Hello Sakha, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm good. How old are you, Sakha?
I am 14 years old.
So what we do want to discuss on this occasion, Sakha?
We are going to make some kind of design, which is an infographic design. And for you guys who haven't known, infographic design is uh, is a representation of visual information, the data or the science graphically. This graphic shows some complicated information with ease. Uh, some kind of infographics is like in designs, in maps, in boards, journalism, and technical writing, and also education.
Hmm. What is Figma platform, Sakha?
Uh, Figma is a collaborative web and application for interface design with additional offline features enabled by the desktop application that you can download in the Figma website. And this application is available for both Mac OS and Windows, and Figma is also free to use.
Okay, how to build in the design on Figma platform?
What?
How to build and design on Figma platform?
Uh, well, you just open Figma and do your thing in Figma using your uh, reference and stuff.
Hmm. How many design have you had?
I don't know. Um, I have a lot actually. I don't know.
What the kinds of the design?
Uh, what?
What the kind of design?
Many kinds from infographic like the one that we are going to make, and then we also have UI UX and what is it called? An illustration.
How long does it take? How long does it take?
To make a Figma uh, design, it doesn't take too long usually, maybe 30 minutes when we're finished.
Hmm. Okay, okay, maybe to shorten the time, we basically invite Brother Shaka. The place is yours.
Okay, so now we are going to make uh, the infographic design, and this is an example of the infographic design that we are going to make today. Uh, so um, Well, how to make it? Well, this is just for a reference, and the topic that I'm going to make is the same, which is 3 easy ways to do money management. Okay, so first of all, we start off with a rectangle with a frame, and then do this. Just stretch it up, and make the size into 1080 and 1350. Okay. Now change the color of the background to be a dark blue like this, or make it a little bit purple like this. Okay, and then we're going to make this kind of shapes. So here's how to make it. Use uh, pen tool, and then you just click here and all the way here and make a curve. Wait, that's wrong. Make a curve, uh, and then just connect all the lines, and done. And then now just add a fill stroke here, and you guys can uh, use basically any color, but I like to use something like this. Okay. Now we just duplicate this, and we don't use the fill, but we use the stroke only. As you guys can see, here is only the stroke, and we are going to recolor this to the same thing, to the same color. So how to do it is just click on the one with the stroke, and then click this one, and then press on the purple color on the documentation color. That's all. Now you can put this inside here, and for the stroke one, make it a little bit bigger and put it in here. Okay. And if you want to do, you guys can make the size a little bit bigger or maybe a little bit smaller. So here we're going to do the small details first, and then we're going to do the big parts. Okay. And now duplicate this again. Now select both of the vectors that you just made and duplicate this using Control D, and then put it down here and rotate it like this, and put it inside the frame. Okay, and don't forget to put a blur effect. How? Well, and effects, you press the plus and change the drop shadow into layer blur, and that's how you get a blurred effect. Okay, so if this is not blurry enough for you, you can always change the how much blurry it's of the effect. So you guys can change the blur into like 15 if you want it more blurry, but I am just going to use 8 for the blur. Okay, and for the bottom one, the same. Uh, Add an effect and change this to layer blur and change the blur effect to 8. Okay, and then what we are going to do is to add the text here, the heading and the subheadings. So here's how. First of all, you press this T icon here, and then just put it anywhere under canvas, and wrote and write 3 easy ways to do 3 easy ways to do. And as you guys can see here, the font is very small, but you guys can change this, and you guys can also change the font into plus Jakarta Suns, because I like how it looks. It looks very clean, and you guys can change this from extra light to extra bold. And for the size, maybe somewhere from 36. Yes, and change the regular into medium and put it inside here. And to align this to the middle, you can press uh, Alt H. Okay, so, and then, well, if you guys don't like the color of this and wants to make it like more like this, just change the color at the fill right over here, and you guys can use any color you want, from red to blue or any other color, but here I'm going to use another purplish color because it lines up with the background pretty well. Okay, and then you press the text button again, and when you and now your text will be plus Jakarta Sans medium, and the size is 36. And now you uh, what is it called, type money, then make the font bigger. uh, the size is 96. Wait, no, okay, size is 96. Okay, 96 or 128, it's up to you, but I'm going to use 96 because it's not too big and not too small. And change the medium into bold. Now put this below the 3 easy ways, and don't forget to align it in the middle so it looks more clean. Uh, and well, I want to make an overlay of this, right? So the 3 easy ways kind of overlaying. So how to do that is just put the money on top of it, align it again, and at here you guys can see frame one and everything that we just made, starting from the vectors and the text. So the three easy ways to do text, you just drag it to the top, and there you go. You have your text overlay. Or if you don't want to, it's fine. You guys can always put the money one more down, or maybe this one a little bit more up. Okay. Next thing to to duplicate the 3 easy ways to do text and put it down here. And now change the text into manage it, and don't forget to align this to the middle. And as you guys can see here, the font is, well, there's three text with 3 different sizes in one same font, which makes your design less interesting. Well, how to do this is change the management font into something else, uh, like so. Change the font into Kavit. Okay. Whoa. Okay. There you go. As you guys can see there, it's now changed, and uh, it makes your design less boring. Now, well, and now if this part is finished, and I think it's actually way too small, so I'm going to bigger this. So for the three easy ways to do text, I will use 48. Now align that to the middle. And for the money, I'm going to use this for the size is going to be 128. And for the management is, I don't know, maybe 64 for the size for the font size, because it's a different font, and overlay this on top of money. Okay, and then after this you are going to make this rectangles right over here, which have a blurry black background. And how to do that is press the shape rectangle here, or the shortcut in your keyboard is R, and then make a rectangle. It's up to you for the size. For mine is 774 pixels times 303 now. And also here, to make the corners more smooth, you guys can click on this corner radius and change it into 45. There you go. And now for the fill here, I'm going to use pure white, which is FFFF, and add a stroke with a different color. Uh, or wait, oh no, no, no. So it's the same color for the stroke, it's FFFF, but for the fill, but I'm going to change the fill color, the fill opacity into 50%. So so we can get that blurry effect, and change the radius of the stroke into 3, or all right, so change it into 4 or maybe 5. 5 looks way better, so I'm going to use it. And now add an effect, which is background blur. And now uh, whatever is at the background of this rectangle is going to be blurry, but as you guys can see, it's not that blurry. So you set this blur into I don't know, somewhere between maybe 20. Now whatever you put behind will be very blurry, as you guys can see. Now put this at the middle, align it. Okay, and now just duplicate this until 3 times using Control D or Control C and then Control V. 3 times. Okay, wait. Now okay, so it will be, it will look like something like this. And well, if you guys think that the fill part is boring, you guys can change it into linear. As you guys can see here, I'm using linear. So change the opacity of one of the colors into 100%. And for this, and for the middle one, you use another color, which I want to use purple. No, that's too purple, like dark purple. And for the opacity is 50%, right, like that. Now you guys can do this to all of the rectangles. Here I'm going to do this again, so linear, and then press one on the middle, and you adjust this to go both like that. And this one you, and for the middle one is 50%, and you add a little bluish color. No, this one. Okay. And for this one, you put another 100%. Okay. And for the final one, you just do this basically again. Or if you guys think that it's boring, you guys can delete the rectangle before and just do Control D. And there you go. You guys have three exactly same lines, same rectangles. Okay, so now we are going to add the text first. Now, where do I get my reference? Is from here, from IC, ICICI Pro Life. I don't know how to. Uh, I don't know. I don't really know how to pronounce it. But if you guys want to see the reference, I'm going to give it at the chat below here. Okay, so there you go. So I have already put some a link to the uh, for the reference. So here, okay, now so you just copy paste this text one create a budget and then paste it on uh, our Figma. Uh, Now for the text, you change it again into plus Jakarta Sounds because that's what we're going to make. So for this one, you use the color white, and for the thickness will be semi bold. And now just put this. Okay, so it's too big, and we'll resize it into 40 and put this right over here. And just duplicate this and put it on the rectangle below and Control D that again. Now we have three of this, and then you just change the text here according to what is inside here. So for the second one is save first, spend later. Control V that, and then paste it at our Figma. And for the third one is set financial goals, and paste that at our Figma. Okay. Oh wait. Okay, but we are not going to use the numbers right over here because we are going to use a different size for the numbers to make the numbers uh, look a lot bigger. So for this tree, I'm going to make it a little bit more bigger, which okay 48, and put this a little bit more to the right, right? Yeah, like that. And then add another text. Now use number 1, and for the size will be uh, 64 good now will be 96. Now duplicate this twice to make the number 2, And finally, number 3. Now you put the number 1 right over here, and now align it like this. Okay. Now same thing for the number 2. Now we just align the text with the numbers. Okay, wait, this needs some time. Okay. And finally, now you can put the explanation about why you need to create a budget, why you need to save first, spend later, and set financial goals. And how we do that is just by we're going to add another text here. So no, it's not going to be semi-bold, but the thickness for it will be medium. And for the size, let's just use 32 for now. We can always change it later. And now create a budget. Now just copy paste some of the text here, not all of them, because it will be too much and it will be too complicated for readers to see, for people to see your post, and they will think that your post is too boring because it has so much words in it. Now control C, and now make a paragraph, press enter. Maybe do something like this. Okay, and now put this inside here. Okay, wait, kind of messed up. Okay, there you go. Create a budget. For number 1 is to create a budget. And now we're going to align this again first. I'm going to realign this so it looks way better. Okay, and now copy paste this again or duplicate it. And now to save first, spend later, you copy paste from the as a rule of thumb until insurance premiums, etc. Okay, wait, and copy paste that, and copy that and paste it here. Uh, and you guys can modify the text. So because the text is too much, I'm going to modify it to saving. Wait, I'm on caps lock. Saving to save some part of your monthly income and then start paying your money on the essentials like groceries, rent, zero premiums. See. Now you don't really have to put all of this in, so I'm going uh, to delete electricity and loan repayments and also the insurance premium. Okay, so that like that. Okay, and for the last one is set financial goals. So we're going to copy paste from having a financial goal until long term. Copy and paste it here. Easy. Okay, so now we already have all of this in, but it still looks empty. Well, it's because we don't have this 3D image. So those 3D images are not downloaded from our are not downloaded from our desktop, but to make those 3D image, we are going to add a plugin which is called uh, 3D icon. So you press this button, or this icon right over here, and then you go to plugins and search for a plugin that is called 3D icons. Uh, so we're going to use this one, and now just press run, and we are going to wait for the plugin to run. Right? Why is it not running? So okay, so here are some 3D icons here. So you guys can pick between the ones with color, the one with only with gradients, the one with no texture at all, or clay. And for the premium ones, which is basically covered in the color of it is black and gold. But here we're going to use the colored one. And now for the background. So for the background, we're going to use the money one right over here. So press that once, and there you go. Here we have the money image, and uh, duplicate this into three parts. And for this one, I'm going to flip it, and well, how I flip image is to do this. Yep. And for the weight, you just uh, for the pixels for the large, so it's 800 times 800 pixels, and make sure to do the same with this one. I'm going to do this, and then 800 pixels. Wait, no, that's 600, and then 800 pixels. There, done. And well, if you put this on the background, it will kind of took over the design a little bit. So you add an effect which is a layer blur, and you for the blur is about 15. Uh, Actually 10. Yeah, 10. You do this to all of them. So add the uh, layer blur and make it to 10. Okay. So now you just put this inside frame. So put this in here, and now put this rectangle, the image, you just drag it into to down here. Okay, so you do the same for this one and also this one. You just need to drag both of this to here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to reposition this one to something like this. Okay, so now you already have the background, but the background doesn't really look like a background yet. So now just select three of these rectangles by pressing shift and then clicking on the image, and then on your keyboard press 5 to set the opacity. Press 5, or so what I'm going to press. So I'm going to set the opacity to 70%. By pressing 7, you are setting the opacity into 70%. 6 means 60, 5 means 50, 4 means 40, 0 means 100. But in this case, you are going to use 7. So it doesn't really annoys you when you want to read the uh, the money management thing. Okay, so now we already have all of this. It looks now, if you put this side to side, it looks very much similar. Yes, I know I use different color palettes. It's fine. Uh, so what we actually don't have is the icon. It's uh, the calculator, the save, and the target. So, well, we're going to open 3D icons again here at our plugins. Now run that. And we are going to search for the calculator here, right over here, below the paintbrush. Now, one, oh, wait, that's, okay, I messed up, wait, uh, okay. So here we have the calculator, and then we are going to use the save, and lastly the target. Oh wait, okay. Uh, Calculator, the save, and okay, calculator. Okay, so now we already have these three things, and now we just need to make this smaller. So for scale, now press K to scale things, and now just do this. So the scaling will be the same. So just put it inside here, and you guys can rescale this. And for the save, now do the same thing, make it a little bit smaller and put it over. Okay, so well, I have help. I'll put this here and smaller. Yes, wait, I'm going to adjust the, so okay, so for the second one, no, you don't have to go for 8 etc. So just delete that part and use uh, only the some small parts. Same like this. You don't use the, it is a very simple measure and has been used for centuries. So delete that and do this to make it a little bit more full. And put this below here so it looks, so it can look, how to say, proper. Yes. Okay. Now I am going to make this a little bit, I'm going to tidy up some of the small details. So we delete this part, delete that, and make it smaller, put this on the bottom, and do this. Okay, and now you guys can put the safe and the target in. And okay, and So that's how you make a money management infographic. And oh yeah, I actually for so this infographic is a how to on how to do something, how to infographic, which is an infographic on a some kind of on a tutorial on how to do stuff. In this case is money management. Okay, so yeah, so after making the money management one, so this is how your infographic supposed to look like. uh, yes, so as you guys can see here, there's not much difference. The only difference here is for the ones inside here, and for the color palette, and also for the uh, text that I use, and for the reference. So in this one I actually use a different kind of reference, and also uh, for this one I use a reference from this website. Okay, so maybe that is all from me. Thank you so much, and I bring it back to the host.
Mm, okay. That is all from Sakha. Okay, because there are no questions, then we are end. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.